SpiritBird Rivera, and we're here at the in Denver, Colorado, at the Denver, Colorado March powwow, and I'm here to interview Emmett Eastman. He's from North Dakota, and I'll let him tell you what his Indian name is. But what's your Indian name?
My Indian name is Tawakan.
Okay.
It's spelled Tawakan, Hdeota. And it translates his many lightnings.
Oh.
So that's Indian name that was that my mother and dad wanted me to take. And so I was blessed to have somebody, carry out my name and have the ceremony and everything. But so my name, my Dakota name is really important to me, more so than my colonial name, Emmett Eastman. I was born in 1931, December 24th. And my dad and mother, my dad was an Eastman, my mother was a Bain, Skyman Bain, Bertha Skyman Bain. My dad was Oliver Donald Eastman Sr. But he was a Dakota, they were both Dakotas, and my dad came from like Charles Eastman and John Eastman, James Eastman, and David Eastman. Actually, his dad is David Eastman, but they were all brothers, and they came from, their dad was Jacob His Many Lightnings, and so that's why I took that name. And he adopted the name Eastman because he was put in prison after the uprising. So he was in prison about 6 or 8 years. And Oyate was 4 years old when I took him up into Canada to get away from the government and being in prison and all that. And so he, louder? Okay. So anyway, he stayed up there until Jacob, his dad, came out of the penitentiary in Davenport, Iowa. And he took him back. Jacob Eastman took him back to Flagler, South Dakota, and he gave him instructions to get schooling to improve his life. And so that's where he got his start as far as schooling goes. He went down. He went to school in Santee, Nebraska. His elementary school, and then he went to high school in Iowa. And later on, he went to in college. He went to Beloit, Wisconsin, and from there he went to Dartmouth. And he graduated from Dartmouth in 1888.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
1888. Wow!
And then he went to Boston and earned his Boston University, earned his doctorate there, and he finished there in 1890.
Wow!
And from there they sent him to the Wounded Knee, and so he was there. He was an attending physician at Wounded Knee.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
What was his name?
Oyate, Charles Alexander Eastman. But his Indian name.
I've seen that name. Yeah.
His name means in Dakota means winner champion. And that was given to him by his, he was a lacrosse player. And so I guess he was proficient in lacrosse.
Awesome.
And then, but he learned how to write there, so eventually he wrote 15 books.
Wow.
And Soul of the Indian, to me, really stands out. And so I take from what he wrote in that book, it had a lot of meaning. The body and the soul go together. And that's medicine in itself.
You gotta look for those books for yourself.
Yeah, 15 books. I'm not a reader, so I just more just.
But I understand you cross country runner, right?
Yes.
You run marathons.
I run marathons. It isn't just a marathon run; it's a sacred run.
Oh, really?
And so we run through the country. We don't run; it's no race. We're like ambassador, and it's a cultural exchange. We go in different countries. Like I run in Japan, I run in South Africa. I run Australia, Tasmania, and I run 13 countries in Europe in one shot. 1990, we ran from Milton Keynes, England,
Wow.
and ran into London, and I more or less got invited to the Church of England,
wow.
Westminster Abbey. So I give a ceremony at Westminster Abbey.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that was an honor, so the dean of Westminster Abbey asked me to if I wanted to give a ceremony, so I did. And so he told me what it consisted of. It had a sage bowl. I had sage. I had 4 herbs: sage, sweetgrass, sage, tobacco. What's that? That tree.
Yeah. Cedar.
Cedar tree.
Yeah.
So I used all that. I put that together there, and I burned, offered tobacco, and I said a prayer for our run, which represented peace and dignity throughout our countries that we ran in.
Right.
And as I was finishing that, the runners came. See, I went ahead of the run. See, I already had my run, and so they invited me to go to Westminster Abbey, so I took that. I didn't think I had any authority to do that. I said, I don't have the authority to do that. Well, it's never been done before. So you got to set a precedent. And so
right.
I did. So you got to have kind of courage to do these things.
Yep.
But
just got to do it.
Yeah,
right?
the thing of it is, I met the dean, and he was wide open. He's open and encouraging that what we're doing. So it was like a peace run for us.
Huh.
Run throughout the throughout the world.
Nice.
Yeah. So we ran from England. We took the ferry across from England to France, and we landed at Cherbourg, France, and like I said, we ran through all of France, and I stayed in Paris for 2 days, and so I got to meet a lot of people there. Wherever I went, people really respected and honored me and took me wherever, because I was more like an elder by that time. I'm older now, but then
if you don't mind me asking how old you are.
I'll be 83. I am 83.
And I understand you drove all the way from North Dakota here.
Yes.
Right? So
Yeah.
just for all those people who say they can't make it to the powwows, you drove here all by yourself.
Yeah.
That's like, what, 8 hours?
More than that. 10 hours, yeah.
10 hours, yeah.
And
I know you've driven all the way to
the East Coast,
Yeah.
by myself.
Yep.
And then I've driven on the West Coast too, California. I have sisters in California. So
Wow.
in fact, at one time I went on relocation in 1958. Went on relocation for spent about 1.5 years there.
Huh.
And worked at for the Polaris missile, Mountain View, California. So that's part of my experience I get, from my travels.
Yeah.
But
Do you mind me asking what your beautiful necklace represents?
this represents courage, bravery, and health, and happiness. And all. That's what that represents.
Hi everybody, I hope you enjoyed the interview with Emmett Eastman. Sorry the interview was cut off short, but we shall have more of Emmett coming up soon. So you stay tuned to watch White Eagle Speaks TV. We will have many, many, many more shows along with more of Emmett. Have a great day, everybody.